Hello and welcome to Howard from HDS Electrical, and today is a video on regret. Not a philosophical video, just me regretting how I did the downlights in my utility room. Back in the day, this used to be a garage. We were lucky enough, in a sense, to inherit some money from my grandparents when they passed. And rather than pay off the mortgage, my parents built an extension because logically it just makes a lot more sense. Your money's not going to gain anything in the bank these days. This is a space we could actually use, so we converted it into an annex that we could rent out if we had financial problems. We could do different options with, we could possibly sell, whatever just gives us options and a space to live in the meantime. So in my infinite wisdom, I think it's over 10 years ago, I did these downlights. And my dad said to me, we need you to put some downlights over this area, because when you're working in this area and the light's behind you, it casts a shadow. I can't even remember the logic behind it. I just thought, no, it's gonna look nicer. It's still gonna be bright enough. LEDs, early LEDs, they're good LEDs, they've lasted. It'll look nicer if we do a nice pattern for the space of the room. We don't need it over there. He was right. I was wrong. I don't know which part of that sentence is more painful to say. I was wrong, or my dad was right. But he was. And I regret not having lights under here, but you know what? Some of the lessons we learn are fantastic, because I've never done that in a customer's house since. I always make sure now we have good lighting over workspaces. This is particularly bad because it is a little kind of kitchenette space that me and my wife now use. Does the job for two of us. It's also got a lot of cupboards, so this cupboard is just dark. I could put, and in fact, while I'm thinking of it, why don't I put some under cabinet lights under here? I mean, I'm an electrician, for God's sake, so I've not really got any excuse. We don't overly need it because when we're cooking we got that light. I put some LED bulbs in there, so we got enough light to do the cooking with, which we're gonna see in another video on healthy eating. But it would just look nicer. So there's no space to eat in here, so in a lot of kitchens we put under cabinet lighting actually for ambience, so it gives a really nice mood lighting late at night when it's dark. A lot of people just put their under cabinet lights on, nice subtle background lighting for eating. We've obviously not got enough space to put in a table anywhere here, so we're not eating anywhere in here, so it doesn't overly matter. I just think it would look nice. The other thing, the perception of space. So what you can do, that's a big dark corner. What I found out with the light colours, white particularly, that's why my whole house is white, because what you can do with white colours and light, when I renovated the other bit from things I learnt here, just makes such a difference. You walk in and you see dark, dingy corners and it brings the tone of the room down a little bit. Whereas if you see nice, bright, white lit areas, it just makes it feel better. And why is white good? Because A, it bounces light more, so that's partly why it feels brighter, and B, it just doesn't look so dark. It kind of feels more expansive. So I might put under cabinet lights just to change the feel when you enter the room. God knows when I'll add that to my never-ending list of stuff I want to do at the home, and I'll probably collapse.